cousins. Welcome back.
What's up?
You guys already know we're sitting at this green couch.
So it's serious.
There's serious discussions going on. If you guys haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe. We appreciate you. So today, if you guys already seen the title. So we're talking about Harper's hair. We went through a phase where there was so much commentary around her hair that I always wanted to do a video, but I just had to get in a space where I didn't want to cuss nobody out.
Are you in that space now?
Where I don't want to cuss somebody out? Yeah, I think at times when you want to cuss people out is because you're not educated to a certain extent. So now I'm a little bit more educated, so I think I can have conversations without cussing people out.
And I think when you want to cuss people out, you're still a little sensitive about yourself. Mm-hmm. You know, like if you ever get offended by someone saying something that you know is not true, it's because you maybe feel that way about yourself.
All right. So I'm gonna let Babe go ahead and jump in it since she is the hair guru, and I learned a lot from her.
We noticed that there was something going on with Harper's hair when she was a baby, and she had cradle crap.
What's cradle crap?
It was crappy.
Cradle cap. So if you guys don't know what cradle cap is, that's like when the scalp is really dry, her hair was flaky, it was like dry patches, and her hair ultimately fell out.
And then you said one time that she had a pillow that she would sleep on, and when she got up, you saw there was hair on the pillow?
Oh, in her halo. When she was sleeping in her bassinet. One day when I took her out, I just seen like strands of hair in her bassinet.
Yeah, I think you cried about that.
I did. I was like, what's going on? But then we went through a phase, I seen that, but we still weren't noticing that her hair was falling out.
But now when we look back at pictures, we're like, oh, yeah, it was. So what we started to do was, I think she was still in the halo at that point. When she got a little older, we did do like a pillowcase, right?
No, when we did the halo, we ordered a little head thing, and then we put a bonnet over it.
Because I know at one point in time, babies, I don't know if it's a southern thing or like a southern black woman thing, but you have to mold the baby's head. So Queen, I don't think, realized that Harper's head was flat on the back, and I wasn't going to be the one to tell her. So I would mold her head, and then I think my mom would be molding her head whenever she was here too, but she thought I was sensitive about it. So we didn't know we were both molding Harper's head until we both had a conversation. I think one time I caught her, I was like, Mama, what are you doing? And she was like, oh, I'm just, rubbing the baby's head. And so that, I think, got us into getting the silk pillowcases and a special pillow. We then started washing her hair with special products.
You wasn't trained thought you need to regroup?
No, I was leaving.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I hope you don't get cussed out. Right.
So once I noticed her hair falling out, I forget how the conversation came up between me and Telly D, but she recommended the Jamaican castor oil, which I'll put right here. She recommended that I order that from Amazon because she shared with me that the same thing happened with Jordan. So I immediately purchased it, used it, and it worked wonders. I was actually doing it every single day. I would put her in her walker and just moisturize her hair, and then I did start to notice her hair growing. But the thing is with Harper's hair, it's starting to grow a lot on the top, and the back is not growing.
So then at that point, it was at one point where our friend, Sharp Designs by Keisha, she was taking her daughter to this hair salon called Princess Hair Pizzazz, and I was really interested in going, especially because it was an area that was close to us. It's an area that I've been around a lot. It was black owned, and it was really dedicated towards children and natural hair. So I ended up emailing the owner, telling her and sending her a picture of Harper, because let me tell you something. How I have done with my hair my whole life is I've walked in beauty salons and people have played like like rock, paper, scissors on who's gonna have to do my hair. And I remember how that felt. So when I got my locks done, my sister locks, I sent Shine, because Shine's the one who installed my sister locks, I sent her a picture of my hair because I like for you to know everything you dealing with before we talk. So it's the same thing with Harper. So I sent the owner a picture of her hair. I told her how old she was, and I asked her how young do their clients start. So the owner replied back. She was super sweet, super excited, and she told me I could go online and set up an appointment, which I did. So she told me who I should set up an appointment with, because I believe that she kind of does the younger clients there. And I set up an appointment with Ruqaiah. So Harper went and got her hair done for the first time. It was super sweet, and it was super amazing just seeing so many like young, super young black girls in there just getting their hair braided and having their hair natural, because growing up, we used to get our hair perm.
Right. Definitely speaking on the perm, I have actually a spot in my head where I was actually burned. So I have a chemical burn that's still in my head because, you know, back in the day, our parents used to just drop us off at the hair salon. You tell them that it's burning, but you know, everybody wanted that silky straight. Just hold on a couple minutes, then I'll wash you out. So I actually got burned. I have a scab still to this day. You can see it in my hair. It's like a bald spot. And I actually had to go to a dermatologist and get treated because it smelled. It did like a whole lot of things that just, my mom had to take me to a dermatologist.
And I didn't realize how bad beauticians knew at the time that perm was, because I have a spot in my head, but it's from when I was born. I forget what they said, what happened. Mom, can you comment below what happened? And so, because if I say it wrong, she's gonna correct me. So every time I would get my hair done by a new beautician, they'd be like, "Oh, the perm did that to you?" I'd be like, "No, girl, but you know perms can do this, but you're putting it on people's head."
Come on now.
So yeah, so I've had a whole drama with my hair that I've spoke about a couple times. I got a video too, I'll leave in the comments. But because I've been through so much with my hair, I didn't want Harper to have that kind of hair, those kind of issues with her hair, because it was a point in time with me, I wouldn't want to leave the house if my hair wasn't good, if my hair didn't look good or feel good. It would be times where I would have an attitude with this one just because I was having a bad hair day and I didn't want to leave the house, but I had to leave the house.
So ever since she started going to Ruqaiah kind of educated Jamila on delayed hair follicles.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, she goes to the hairstylist. She goes to Ruqaiah every 2 weeks.
So this is the product that it was suggested that we use for Harper's hair. What I really like it is that with Harper's hair, her hair can get very dry and brittle, and it helps hold in the moisture. And what really helps is for you getting her ready in the morning. It was such a struggle, especially in the winter. Those loose naturals know you don't want to wet your hair in the morning, in the winter time. That's always been a struggle. I remember when I had like a TWA, that was a struggle. So
What's TWA?
A teeny weeny afro. So when I first went natural, and I think I went natural, and I think it was cold, you just don't want to wet your hair because that's how you can get a cold, and we definitely don't want Harper to do that. So having her hair braided up is not only a protective style for her, and her ends are protected, but it's also easier to get ready in the morning.
Right. So normally I just put on the Just For You hair pomade from Princess Hair Pizzazz, and then I use the Aunt Jackie's Don't Shrink gel for like her edges. I was trying to, you know, lay them baby hairs down. And then also, if I just need a little shine spot, I use the Aunt Jackie's E-Blast. It's like vitamin E and scalp ring that my mom actually purchased Harper. I actually need some of this on my hair. But yeah, it just gives it like just a finalized shine. What else did we use? Somebody actually reached out and told us before to use the Blue Magic coconut hair, because a lot of people just without us asking have made suggestions or wanted to give advice about hair. So I think this is a good time to just get on like maybe etiquette when you see babies that are similar to Harper or personally my child. So like, you know, you want to touch on that?
I think this is very similar to the etiquette that we provided when a woman's pregnant. It's just certain things that don't need to be inquired about. I do believe, though, we didn't know on a scale of 1 to 10 how, you know, the situation was, because you do have mother's eyes, but at the end of the day, Harper's hair is healthy. She's seeing someone. We use good products. We use good shampoo, conditioner. We educate ourselves about that. So what people will do is not even ask, but they'll kind of send me a product and then send me a slideshow of their child and what the product did for their child. And then sometimes you kind of just don't know what kind of day the person's having. Like, you're really trying to be helpful, but if I'm sensitive to it, it's just like really like, I didn't ask for the advice.
Right. So hence the reason why the comments are not going to be enabled on this video.
Oh, we're disabling comments.
So if you guys do have a strong suggestion and, you know, you're in the field of hair and dermatology,
oh yes,
all those things, shoot us an email, inbox us. But for me, I am disabling the comments. I am at a place where I love you guys and I know you guys are coming from a good place, but you're talking about my child. So I think it's just best for our relationship for me to disable the comments.
And I think one time, it was a point in time where we were getting asked, we maybe got asked 4 times. So I won't say it was a lot, but it felt like it at the time because you feel real sensitive about the topic if we shaved Harper's hair.
Right.
And it's a cultural thing that in some cultures they do that. That's not a part of our culture and what we do. We can understand that it's very spiritual for other cultures and that's very respectful, but that's like kind of going up to someone and asking them like, hey, do you celebrate Jesus during Christmas? Like, if it's religious and it's cultural, we have to have kind of like some respect around that, around people who do participate in that and people who don't.
Right. So we've tried a couple of products. As of right now, we're going with what our gut is telling us. We're going with the opinion of her stylist, Ruqaiah. And we're going to rock with their product. We did also use another oil for like alopecia, right?
It was for people who, yeah, it could be used for alopecia.
So that to me worked out a lot as well. But the thing is like you're trying so many different products at one time, you really don't know what's working. Mm-hmm. So right now, I think we're at the point where we're just going to hone in on the product that they use at the shop and just see how that's going. And since Harper has been going to the shop, her hair has grown a lot. The sides have grown. She gets 2 little pigtails at the top. It's just the area that is delayed is the back of her hair. So that's just taking, you know, a long time for it to grow. But I do want to say, outside of some of the questions we get, I do want to thank you guys for not making her hair an issue in vlogs and videos, because it was a point where I didn't want her to be in there, and I'm going to be completely transparent because it makes me emotional thinking about it, where I used to have to edit around shots of her hair because I didn't want people to say anything, because I didn't want to argue, or I didn't want to have to defend like why my child's hair is this way. So this is just a big video to be transparent with you guys. So, you know, I have allowed Harper to have her own page and to be in there and be herself, be her hair, because that is who she is. So, you know, I have to get out of trying to edit her hair out of things, because that's just who she is.
And it's okay because she's a baby. Like, she's about to be 2, mm-hmm. and it also reminds me of the big controversy about that H&M right. Ad. Was it an ad? I guess you would call it yeah, it was like pictures where it was just like little girls and their models that are in their kind of natural, like when you pick up babies from school, after school, how does their hair look? And it was so much controversy around that. And I admit I had to get educated around that, is that no one's hair is perfect all the time, and that's okay, because she's a kid, she's mm-hmm. a baby, she's a little girl. So I don't want to introduce her. I think that was one reason why we held off on social media for so long. You invite people in your lives, yes, but you don't want to invite the negativity. We like to share positivity.
Because although, you know, we are strong-minded women here in this household, it is like sometimes your opinions and your suggestions can stop and make us think and second guess things. So I get it. I understand it all comes out of love, but it's a place also I don't understand, because when I see things, I don't reach out to people and openly offer advice. Like, the only time, even when people do on Instagram or social media and ask for advice, I hardly, you know, put my 2 cents in there unless someone DMs me. Because other than that, it's just like, you know, you can't give advice for every situation, because you just don't know the whole story.
And typically, if I'm watching a video or if I see someone's picture and I have a negative thought, I look inward first. Like, I ask myself, like, why did you have that negative thought? Are you feeling jealous? Are you feeling this? Are you feeling that? Like, where are you coming from a place where you're genuinely trying to help? And I really do think some people were, like, they were coming from a place like, hey, this helped me, this helped my child, here you go. I think some people were just being curious or being nosy.
Right.
And that's different.
But I think we said in another video out, you know, she's smart, she says her ABC, she knows how to count to 20, she's healthy, she's fed, she's well taken care of. So, you know, hair shouldn't really be a conversation.
No, and I also did a post on my Instagram. You guys were very, very supportive on that post as well. And a lot of people are supportive, saying like, hey, my hair didn't grow until I was XYZ age, and then those are typically the babies that have the thickest hair.
And that is me. I'm the example. I didn't have any hair. I was bald headed, and I have all this hair now. So it happens. It happens. So like I just, you know, wanted to do this video. We wanted just to share, just talk about it. You know, because I think I was at a place where I was able to share. We also want to share a video with you guys. You may have seen it on social media of Ruqaiah doing Harper's hair. She was awesome enough to create the video of her little experience. Harper loves it. Like yesterday, she went to the shop, and when she got in the car, Mommy, I got my hair done. I got my hair done. So, you know, we just want to take the time out to address the elephant in the room, if it was still an elephant. What you got?
I think that was it.
Well, make sure you guys subscribe, share this video. Like I said, the comments are disabled just because I want to keep you all here. I don't want to go deleting anybody.
Oh.
Later.
Bye, y'all.